Lubbock's mayor is up for re-election. He faces a challenge from Stephen Sanders. This would be his third term. And he says he's counting on 4 years of proven success to win it.
We promised fiscal discipline. We promised to pay down debt. Our budget this year pays down $108 million in debt. We promised to take care of what we already had. Once again this year, we've budgeted $10 million in cash for streets. We continue to fund public safety. Listen, it's more important to hear. We've not discussed defunding police. We fund police, we fund fire, we fund emergency management. Public safety is job one in the city charter. I think the other thing we've done is we've made quality of life investments. We've worked on our parks. We've encouraged and promoted the redevelopment of downtown. That means more jobs. 10,000 net new jobs through the end of 2019, and our unemployment rate stayed unchanged. We've had a little bit of a bump this year, but our unemployment rate is on the way back to where it was. So very, very good days ahead of us.
Mayor, you mentioned the city is finally paying down debt, reducing that load. Is this something that can continue with a growing city?
I think it can. I believe that you have to learn to fund needs and not wants. We have not cut taxes and on the other end raised fees. That happened in our community nearly 20 years ago, and we issued debt, but we had a low tax rate. I mean, we've got a responsible tax rate. We cut taxes 1.61 cents this year, about 3%. Our growth certainly helps us keep up with new needs, but I believe that we're on the right path. We have a council that has been, I believe, fiscally responsible, and we have a staff that supports that also.
Mayor, some voters have told us that they're upset because you didn't disclose your wife's investment in a project you voted on to provide tax money. How do you win back those voters' trust?
Well, I think, first of all, when you mess up, you fess up, okay? When I realized that it was an oversight, my wife is a minority investor in a restaurant downtown. That restaurant is in the building. They don't own the building. They lease a building, and they received a small grant from the city, one of more than 75 grants that we've done over the last 3 years. But when I realized that there'd been an oversight, I had voted on that. I should have recused. I told people I made a mistake. I believe the citizens of Lubbock want somebody that comes clean, and that's what I've done. And I hope people will judge the entire body of work because it's important to me and my integrity is very important.
Mayor, final question. What's your message to the voters?
Well, I believe that Lubbock's best days are in front of us. Post-pandemic, Lubbock is going to be the kind of community where people are going to want to live. It's affordable to live here. You can have a backyard. Your kids can play safely in the front yard. There are good jobs. We have a high quality of life. It's relatively affordable to live here. You can get around. We've got a great transportation network. So I'm bullish on Lubbock, Texas. If you want accountable, transparent, responsive leadership, common sense decision making, fiscal discipline, somebody who will support public safety and quality of life, I think then I'll ask for your vote.
We had Stephen Sanders pitch for election last night. You can watch it on our website. Plus, get links to voting times, locations, sample ballots, and voter information. That's all at fox34.com.